This video needs a little bit of an introduction. We're after the fact, but the goal for today running the boat was to test out this new ABC 2217 1938 prop high rake, and the goal was to try and break into about the 80 mile per hour range. Low to mid 80s was the goal with this thing. Yesterday I had the boat out, or I attempted to take the boat out, and the drive dog immediately slipped on this 3/16 shaft. Now this was never meant to be a prop that I would run on the 3/16 inch shaft, because previously this 2115 ABC prop that came in a 1/4 inch. I assumed everything in this size came in 1/4 inch, but you know, Alan from BAM Racing, who prepped this thing up, I told him what boat it was for. He probably just assumed that I'd be using the stock shaft. So here we are. Okay, I remember what happened now. So I did take yesterday, first time this happened, I did take that drive dog off just to see exactly where I needed to make the flat in my new 1/4 inch shaft. And I was in kind of a hurry. The park was going to be closing within like an hour of me getting there, so I wanted to get there quickly, and I Loctited everything up, and it definitely, you know, didn't have time to set, even though I got everything nice and tight. I think it's supposed to set for 24 hours. So immediately when I ran it, almost immediately, this set screw backed out and the drive dog spun on the shaft. Definitely my fault. But then I you know, spent yesterday evening to get this shaft all finished up and ready to run, and also put this one back together with, you know, Loctite, and not 24 hours to cure, but at least 12 hours. And I went out to run it today. So I think that's enough for the intro. You can watch the video to see how everything went. Also, since I was planning to speed run this boat today, I wanted to show you something that I learned about the Horizon Harbor Tug, because I anticipated maybe needing to use it today, that I hope might help you. So I'm going to show you that before we get into the rest of the video. For anybody who's got the Horizon Harbor Tug, and maybe you're like me and you broke off this little like, you know, servo horn type thing for the quart nozzle back here, because it's plastic and this little threaded part strips out very easily, and then you got no way to grab that shaft, because that shaft is got a flat on it basically, and it needs that screw to have, you know, solid grab on some threads in there. So the plastic super easily strips out. If that happened to you, you can, I think this only comes with an entire quart nozzle for this thing, which is, at least when I was looking, was out of stock. So you can get this thing if you search. I searched around forever to find one of these that actually had the little threaded hole in it. I probably should have just drilled and tapped a normal servo arm for this, but I found one. It's called a tiller arm, and it's 4 millimeters by 47 or something like that on the width, and it fits absolutely perfectly onto this, you know, shaft for the quart nozzle. The plastic one, it's got this little bushing in it, but that's not necessary with this servo horn here, this tiller arm thing. So you can go on eBay and find it. That's where I found mine. It was pretty, I didn't really find any online stores selling them. Just a tip. Oh man, looks like we already spun a collet or something. Alright, hopefully, uh-oh. Oh no, I forgot to turn it on. See if this drive dog will stay on here this time. Here we go. Nice little hop there. Pretty stable running. Let's see how quick that was. We're at 84 degrees on the motor. This prop definitely likes to cavitate. But you gotta pay to play. All right, let's run it again. That was 74 miles an hour. Wasn't really quite at full trigger. Oh, we had a, oh, it looks like we had a drive dog or call it slip again. So we're gonna have to get that addressed, or maybe we lost the prop. Maybe that 3/16 stub shaft broke off like it's happened to a lot of people. So let's see. Luckily it broke down almost exactly in the perfect spot for it to float on into me, but I think we're gonna have to go get the Miss Geico now. This one is done for the day, most likely. All right, the motor got to 100 degrees, well 98 degrees. At least that's what it is right now after it had a little bit of time to heat soak. And oh, look at that. Looks like that must be the problem. That's interesting. Yeah, so I guess that means the drive dog slipped back on the shaft, had a lot of pressure on it. So, gosh, I don't know what to do about that. I Loctited that thing on there. Maybe it didn't have the full 24 hours to cure, and that's what happened. But this is why I wanted to go with a 1/4 inch shaft. Alright, luckily I brought a 1/4 inch shaft with me, spare one. So let's try it again. Oh, dude, get out of the water. Here we go. I didn't want to hit that duck. Motor temperature is 87 degrees.
I don't want to hit the ducks.
Alright, let's give it another shot. Never got the full trigger. Let's run down to the end again and let the water calm down. That's part of the problem. What, buddy? Yeah, I don't want to hit any ducks. Here we go. It's not quite full trigger, almost. "95 degrees on the motor. Let's see what kind of speed it was. I'm guessing 73, 74. Well, hell yeah, that was 78. That's a new PB for the boat. Not even at full trigger. I gotta go get the kiddo right now though. Oops, didn't have the video going. Seemed pretty quick. I don't know where the heck my kiddo went, so here we go, one more pass. Alright, I think that's about all we're going to get out of it for today. Tugboat blew all the way down to the end of the lake. Not realize the wind was kicking that strong. That just shows you how much it's blowing. Alright, let's do a little post-run recap. So the Super Sonicwake here, we had the issue with the stock shaft, which is 1/4 inch, and then drops down to 3/16 threads on the stub shaft. That one had the issue with the drive dog basically, you know, pushed back on the shaft, which is weird because I had Loctited that thing on there. I tightened up the grub screw as tight as I can get it, and it still managed to come loose. So I don't know if the Loctite just didn't have enough time to dry or what, but anyway, I threw the brand new full 1/4 inch shaft with 1/4 inch threads and everything on there. And this is the ABC 2115-1745. That prep prop is the 2217-1938, and that did 74 miles an hour, but we never got a full pass on that prop before that drive dog had issues. So the 2115, we went 78. Prior to this day, I'd gone 75 with that, but I was space limited. And even today, you know, I think the boat's probably got 80 miles an hour in it, most likely, with this setup. It's just, I mean, you can see it was windy, choppy. The boat was not really settling in. But I'm still pretty happy with 78. It's better than we've ever gotten before. No issues. The motor was not getting hot. It got a little warm, up to 100 degrees. I haven't read the parameters from the ESC yet, but you know, no issues from that. No issues with the servo. The rudder did kick up. I noticed that. I'm not sure if that happened during the run or maybe just when I was taken out of the water or something. So not 100% sure what happened there. The battery trays worked out fine. So overall, all good. All right, so what's next? Well, the Super Sonicwake is gonna get a new prop for sure. So one that fits that 1/4 inch shaft. And the Miss Geico, I'm gonna be stripping it this weekend to get it to, you know, ready to send out to get its inlay done. And the Blackjack 24, I'm not really planning on running it until I get a new prop, either a, you know, prepped one from Alan at BAM Racing or otherwise. But you know, right now it's just not, I don't think, really worth running with the setup that I had on it before. I'm happy with the 101 I achieved, and I don't think I'm going to get too much faster with that setup unless we change something, because those were really nice runs that it had. And that's pretty much it. Maybe I get the Impulse out one of these days. I've only ever ran it on 6S, never run it on 8S, so I might give that a try. And the UL 19, I got to get an ESC for that thing so we can go out and test and tune a little bit more. I really didn't like that one that it had in it, so I'm going to get another one. And then there is something in particular that I want to test. And I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something to show you.